I want to talk about the reactions to my to last Monday's rant, my Monday's rant segment of the Steelcityman vlogs. The one reaction in particular, it knocked me back quite a little bit. A guy called, I think it was Milwaukee Brian, who took exception to what I was ranting about, which the subject that upset him was Donald Trump, and I was expressing my personal dislike for the guy and the reasons why I thought he was unfit for such an esteemed office as President of the United States. I'm sorry, but I did say that all the opinions that I expressed were my own, and I'm exercising my right to free speech and my right to express any opinions I might have, and they're mine alone. And the bad reaction I got from him, sort of like I said earlier, it knocked me back a little bit. It was the last thing I expected. I've never been a guy to upset people, not meaningfully anyway, but there it was. I got a chastising. He told me basically I didn't know what I was talking about. I criticised the healthcare system in the USA, which I know for a fact a lot of Americans dislike, particularly the poorer end of society. And it's something that needs sorting out, in my opinion, and I expressed that view as well, which also upset him. On the other hand, I've had lots of support as well, both from Europeans and Americans, for which I'm eternally grateful, and I thank you very much for that. The next item is Diane Abbott. Now, a lot of you may not know who Diane Abbott is. Sorry about that unintentional break. First off, my battery pack ran out in my camera. Schoolboy error, it's unforgivable, I know. Thankfully I've got another one, though I'm not sure how long it's going to last, because I'm using the cheaper non-Canon version batteries. The second reason is it's just getting too hot to vlog outside, so I've had to come inside and into the coolness of the upstairs office. Well, I call it an office. It's a box room with a desk in, loosely known as the office. So there we go, we're back on track. Where was I? Oh yes, I was talking about Diane Abbott. I don't know if you know who Diane Abbott is. She was the Shadow Home Secretary, member of the Labour Party, and during the lead up to the general election, she gave 8 back-to-back interviews in one morning for the television and radio. And on the 8th interview, which was sort of towards lunchtime, she fluffed the lines. Part of the Labour manifesto was that they were going to put an extra 20,000 police back on the streets of Great Britain. And when Diane Abbott was asked by the interviewer how much it was going to cost, she ummed and ahed a bit and said £300,000. Well, you don't have to be good at maths to realise that £300,000 won't employ 20,000 police on a permanent contract. So she got taken to task by the interviewer, and the more he pressed her for an accurate answer, the more flustered Diane Abbott got. And finish up, all the critics, they lambasted her, said that she was useless, no good as a Home Secretary. If she couldn't remember how much 20,000 police were going to cost, then she'd no business being in politics. The media was full of vitriolic remarks and nasty comments about her being useless and a nutcase and everything else. Really went to town on her and made her feel quite small, and she just kind of disappeared for a few days. Then it was announced that she was taking time off due to ill health. Well, it turns out that Diane Abbott is actually a type 2 diabetic, and if you don't manage your diabetes properly, then your blood sugars can crash and you can go into what they call a hypoglycemic state, and that causes confusion, irritability, you tremble, you feel faint, you just want to lie down and go to sleep. That's what you get if you don't manage your blood sugars correctly. Now, Diane Abbott did these 8 back-to-back interviews under tremendous stress, and it wasn't just that day she'd been working hard. She'd been working hard for the last 30 years as a very capable MP, and so it transpires she's been diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic, and she wasn't managing her blood sugars properly. That's the reason that she got confused and fluffed her lines and had to terminate the interview. So, all you critics, all you bad mouthers, you're probably Tories, or at least very unaware people who haven't got a clue what it's like to be diabetic. I suffer from that myself, so I know very well that if I'm having a hypo, I'm just a different person. I forget things, I panic, I get irritable, I want to faint. It's a terrible situation, it's a bad place to be, and that's what happened to Diane Abbott. So all those who criticised her and called her useless, I hope you're very proud of yourselves. Like I said, most are probably Tories who don't know any better, and they're usually very unaware people who haven't got a social conscience anyway. So that's me a little bit about Diane Abbott, bless her cotton socks. I'm going to give a few shout outs now on this walk a mile in my shoes. All the details will be on the details section below, so you can check them out. There'll be a link to each one. The first one is Grandmie-plays-gamez Shardvixen. She runs a gaming channel over from America, and she also does a vlog, which are mighty interesting. She's also quite a dab hand at animation, and if you tune into her channel, you'll see some pretty good animation as an introduction to her channel. The vlogs are very interesting, usually about her personal trials with illness and the life she leads. Very interesting. It's a good watch, and I urge you to tune in and give her a thumbs up. The second one is a guy called, and I hope I pronounce your name right, Tyler Sarich, or Sarich. He's from, I think he's from Saskatoon. He's a new vlogger, he's not been around all that long. Well, he's been around a while, but he's not posted many vlogs. But he is a most excellent vlogger. He's got a very, very professional approach, and for a kind of newcomer, he's doing remarkably well. It appears as though he's been vlogging for the last 20 years. He's so good at it. And his content's awesome, it's really good. They're very interesting, and they are well worth a watch. So Tyler Sarich, again, details below. Check him out, give him a watch, give him a thumbs up, ring his bell. And of course there's the incomparable Harrison Fletcher. He's a filmmaker, vlogger extraordinaire and filmmaker. Harrison's due to release a documentary on the 16th of June, which is this coming weekend, entitled The 70-Year-Old Vlogger, which features moi, Steelcityman, alongside a young guy called Lee Hinchcliffe, and another sort of professional, a guy that's in the film making industry, I believe, Mark Dempsey. Again, details below, so that's your shout outs. Give them all a watch, and when the documentary comes out, give that a watch as well. It's I know what's in it, I've seen it. I think it's very good, but then again, I'm appearing in it, so I am the 70-year-old vlogger. It was going to have a premiere in Media City in Salford in Manchester on the 16th. So me and my wife booked a hotel room for the night, expecting champagne and canapes and red carpets and all that kind of stuff that you usually get at film premieres, only to find out a day later that due to unforeseen circumstances it had to be cancelled. So I booked an hotel room, bought my train tickets, and then the event was cancelled. And unfortunately I'd booked the hotel room for a cheaper rate on the no refund basis in case of cancellation. So there you go. Anyway, me and my wife Christine, we're off to Manchester next Friday. We're going to spend the night there. The following day we're going to probably visit the Lowry Museum, Imperial War Museum, and just generally bum around Media City and that area, Salford. Hopefully meeting Harrison and his erstwhile girlfriend Tasha. So it should be fun. Should be fun. Anyway, I've cooled down a lot now. The sun's gone in, so there were really no need to come up here, but I needed to finish the vlog. So thanks for watching, and if you have enjoyed the content, again a little bit bitty, I've been pushed for preparation time this week. If you do like the content, give me a thumbs up, give me a like, and please subscribe. That would be very generous of you. And ring the bell and you'll get notified of any future posts that I make. Okay, thank you for listening. Thank you for joining me in my broom cupboard of an office, and I'll catch you when it will be the Monday rant. Okay, catch you later folks. Bye from the Steelcityman. Bye.